Alright, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the moth-hawk project. So today we are gonna go, I believe it was fixing this spot over here and then fix the rest. But yeah, today we're gonna be working on a moth-hawk project. So, again, as normal. Oh shit, I forgot to put the lights on. Oh well. Nobody saw a mistake here. Alright, let's get started. It's quite funny that, every single time I do this, something goes wrong. Whew. So today I actually did a walk again of 6 miles, so that's good. Which, where, who, and what? I believe this is all done, right? Correctly. Yes, it is. It now only needs the red part. Yes, it does. Awesome. So let's try that as well, and then we're gonna put in the second color in. So, we're gonna put this in. Yeah. So let's do that. So if I put this away, I believe then that's only the color. Yes, and this one is then the. Yeah. All right, cool. And now we need to get the red. Red. There you go. And now we need to go over here and here again. So we need to add now some color to it. So that's what we're going to be doing. Which one do we need? We need this pencil 1, pencil 2, pencil 2. There you go. Then move the size downwards to 5. Let's see if we have the blend tool equipped in sideways. Yes, we did. Scale that down to 10. Yeah, a little bit less. 10 is good, I guess. 7. There you go. Easy. And we can now switch backwards to that. Awesome. All right. Cool. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff today. I actually did a walk of 6 miles again because I'm not doing it because I'm late. I'm not doing it because I want to lose weight. I actually want to do it because I actually need to remove some air out of my system. And well, let's see where it is. There it is. And I want that to be. I want to make sure that I can the air is actually filling up, and that's a problem because it means that my intestines are really painful sometimes. And to fix that, I actually need to do some walking because I actually have been sitting still for like for a year. And apparently, sitting still for a year is not a very healthy way of living. Who knew? Who fucking knew? I didn't. I always think like, I can do without it. And then, I totally get my ass kicked. So yeah. That's the thing that I want to prevent. And, well, to prevent that, I actually need my old, well, not my old, but my good old-fashioned, how do you say this one? I actually need to do some sports, and I was thinking like, well, I could do sports, but sports are like really exhausting and all that stuff. So why not just do walking instead, and then just walk a long mile. Therefore, my feet are getting the exercise needed to remove the liquid inside of it because it's storing the liquid right now. And to prevent that from happening, I actually need to get the I need to actually do exercises, and therefore I did the walking part because that's like a big giant massage on your feet. Also, it's exhausting sometimes, but I'm not complaining here. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. I did some sports today. Also, of course, I have been working on the other project, well, on the other drawing as well, in the early morning, and well, I've been talking there. Actually, the talking went actually pretty well. I did it. I successfully did a 1 or 2 hours straight of talking without a break. Of course, you know that definitely hurts your voice a little bit, but better, you know, to talk than have a immediate than have a, like a big silence going around the room, being like, yes, and that is like really annoying. But I don't mind silence too much because I'm busy with other stuff, like, you know, concentrating on getting the drawing right or something like that. But people that, you know, watch, or people that want to see stuff, you know, they will be like, well, are you gonna speak or something? And I think, like, I believe that that's a smart move for me to just, you know, continuously talk. Even though it might not be the best of, you know, things I talk about. I am not very good at picking up good subjects to talk about things like, how is the weather? Well, the weather is actually quite great. Technically, we're gonna have a third winter. And then people are like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I was confused as well upon that part. So yeah, by the looks of the climate, well, by the looks of, you know, the weather information, we're gonna have a third winter coming up very soon, and it's like, well, that's not what I wanted. I actually wanted to have like spring or something, because technically the flowers already are blooming, or well, ready to bloom. And well, if you have like a winter period of snow again, then that's gonna be horrible, because that will totally destroy the flowers. If you, because, you know, because trees and flowers are not very adaptable to rapid climate change unless, you know, they are specialized in such circumstances. Like grass is. Grass is one of the most toughest things ever lived on the world. Grass is everywhere. And I mean almost everywhere. And it is highly adaptable. Which is good, because, you know, you want to have grass, because that means that, you know, because it's a vegetation that can provide certain types of animals with lots of food, like elephants or something like that, or mooses, or deer, any creature that, you know, feeds. All right. So yeah, that's the thing that I have been doing today. And I forgot to do this. God damn it! I forgot to put the thing on the. I did, and also that broke. See, don't disturb. What? What is it? It's a notification on the other one. All right. Well, that sucks. It was a notification. Oh well. It happens, you know, when I forget to put things away instead of, you know, being here. Normally it should not be that of a problem, but now it is. So yeah, we are working now on this bad boy, and hopefully now we are able to get towards the end of it. Well, towards the end of, you know, this part right here. And we're gonna go here again. There you go. So, let's see. The main idea of, you know, the main idea of this. Wow, I suck at I suck at sometimes at coloring. Holy shit. Apparently I colored some stuff that is not supposed to be colored, and some parts are like, you know, colored that they are not supposed to be colored. Well, thankfully I already have like all the red parts already here done, so I only have to fill it up a little bit. Cool. Now we can actually go to the second one. So we now need to go over here, grab this one, and now we can see like, oh well, that's much better. And now we can add some stuff on this one. So put a new map, or well, put a new group on it, so that, you know, we're gonna have a new group. Add the colors to it, and then go from the colors to the rest. So we're gonna do that. Gonna add the colors. Of course, this is it's only there. Yes, it's only there. It's not that well. It's not that difficult. So we're gonna go over here, close this up. No, close this up. Yes, and close this up as well, so that we can see stuff. And we're gonna be working on this. Also, we need to remove some stuff here. You know, I'm not always prepared for every occasion on a drawing. So yeah. Of course I will forget stuff. There you go. So now, since that we can pick up the color again, which is this bad boy. No, we need this one. Right, we need to color this up into which one we need. We need the actually this one, yes. Put a little bit down. Of course, we need to put it down underneath it. So yeah, we have now this. Awesome. And why is this down here? Really, dude? You're down here. Alright, group. Move down, down. Now you're supposed to be in the right place, because if I now color this up, if I color now, then that should not be a problem. Yes, awesome. So yeah, so how much is missing? It's only that. Wow. So it's all the way down, right? Yeah, it's all the way down. So color the stuff up all the way down. Then remove everything that needs to be not there. And then, you know, we have all the colors. This is very annoying that we need to look at the layers and see like, oh well, this layer needs to be on top of this and that. That's why, you know, it is important to have the structure already there to able to switch the colors up. And I believe that is already in motion. But of course, you know, it's still me learning how to get like, oh, I need this, I need to make this into color. Well, then where do the layers be, and how do I get from, you know, the color of blue and not make sure that it's not overlapping with red, or the other way around, so that, you know, everything that is here, like, I don't want this to be there, or well, not over, I want this not to be overlapping, but I also don't want this to overlap there, so that, you know, I can just walk or work casually on it. Ugh. Damn me. Come on. Well, the good news is actually we had macaroni for today, so that was good. It was tasty actually, I really liked it. The salad is always better than the macaroni, but that's just me. I just don't like macaroni that much. I don't know what it is. Is it the taste or something like that, but it's just, you know, not my thing. Pastas. I like rice, but I don't like pastas. Which is quite strange, like, you know, you always want to have like a variety of things to have, and then, you know, you are like, do I really want to make pasta? And it's like, well, we could also have potatoes, or we can go for rice. And then it's like, interesting choice. And then most likely it's gonna be rice. I am a person who always wants to go for the rice, because I'm very, very, you know, I really like rice. It's one of my favorite kind of food that I can get in the here, at least. When I went to Indonesia, for instance, my little sister was a little bit confused why we had like rice all the time. So in the morning, rice. In the evening, rice. At nighttime, well, guess what? It's rice. So yeah, my little sister was a little bit sick and tired of it. It's like, no, I don't want to see rice no more. I will exterminate it all. And so I was like, all right, well, you do you. And so we went to like restaurants in the evening. We went to oh well, in the midday we actually went to restaurants and then eat there, because she didn't want to have rice all damn vacation. Of course, I don't have a problem with rice. It's one of my favorite kind of things to eat anyway. And well, you know, in Indonesia they actually provide a good amount of stuff with it. Oh hey Blue, nice to see you. So yeah, they in Indonesia they actually provide a lot of flavors to the rice, and I really like the bowl of rice combined with curry. That was actually quite good. But the best thing was they also had a noodle shop, so you had like noodles, noodle soup, and well, you know, when it comes to noodle soup, I really like noodle soup. It was good. The funny thing is, like when my little sister tried it, she actually took the spicy version of the noodle soup. I had like a very sweet one, and she had like a very spicy one. So she was immediately like, we need to switch. And I was like, yeah, alright. And then I was like, this tastes spicy. I wonder. Oh, it does taste spicy indeed. Whew. And I am not a very, you know, intolerant person when it comes to spice. It's like, I really like spice. Yeah, you do. So actually, after, you know, a while, I went for this. I went for, you know, like, I shrug it off, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this one. And I must say, it was actually quite good. The sweetness, and then, you know, the sweetness of a red pepper is quite nice. Huh. That's not how I want it. I want to pick the color, but where is the color? That's the question. Could you tell me where the color went? It would have been awesome. Why is the color not there? Did I press the wrong button or something? Did I do it wrong? Do I supposed to go for brown already and then go down? Apparently it looks like it. I guess I need to pick then this color right here and then be like, well, let's see. Yeah, I guess so. Huh, who knew? Let's go for this on the top side. That's some nice feathers for the top. And then, you know, we're gonna find the lighter color later on. So we have the base color, we have the darker color already, and we're putting the darker color in a room. Eh. But yeah, my voice is a little bit iffy. Because, you know, walking for 6 miles does make you hungry. And that's why I actually eat a grape after, you know, walking. And then, you know, I eat bread. And then, you know, I went home. Well, first I went to visit some old pals, which were busy doing stuff, like always. It's like, you know, you have these people that you always visit just to look at how they develop, and then you realize like there is no development in whatsoever. Nothing in their lives is changing, and it's like, man, that's just straight up depressing. So I was like, well, that's enough for today. Don't mind me. This is why I never come here ever again, back again normally. So yeah, it's quite sad to see, you know, that there is no improvement upon certain types of things. Because, you know, seeing the same all over again is like, you know, and then hoping that there is something to change is like, you know, it's almost false hope in most cases. Of course, you know, I'm not hoping that it is I hope it is not that case here. I'm sure they are improving, that's for sure, but it's not an improvement that I can see. And that is the thing that, you know, is well, hard for me to understand in mind perspective. My mind is not very smart when it comes to these social conversations. So yeah. Anyway, how's everybody going here? I'm doing fine, by the way. I'm just a little bit exhausted, but for the rest, nothing really special. Picking up, you know, sports, even though it's just, you know, walking. See, now it's already developing color. That's lovely. This is what I like about the moth-hawk project. I can see stuff happening. I can see experimenting with colors happening, and, you know, all the lovely stuff that, you know, other drawings don't provide. Because this is already like in the late stage. Like for instance, in the morning drawing, I don't do. I'm working on, you know, texture, and well, this one already has texture done, and you can already see like the effects of it. I'm fine, just sleepy. I think I'm developing a coffee resistance. Maybe you should then switch to tea, you know, something like that. Maybe that will work. Like, you know, you go from coffee to tea and then go back to coffee, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm awake again. But yeah, that's actually a thing that might happen, you know. It's like the same effect, like you're used to the amount of caffeine that you're using. Therefore, your body's like, meh, that's just the same amount of caffeine every single time. Because technically caffeine is a toxin. So, because your body is already prepared to deal with it, it's like, I don't need it. I don't need to work around with this. Why should I care? And then, your body's like, meh. And that means that, you need to find something. Maybe, you could say like, well, let's quit. Let's quit. Let's quit using it for now, and then come back later on. So quit for a week, and go back. Maybe that will work or something. I don't know. Works for me when I am like burned out of ideas on drawing. It's like take a break, and then boom, you're back in business. 1 week later, which is quite cool. And we need to go for this one because this is actually far harder than it looks. Of course, it's important for taking breaks sometimes, but I don't know. I'm a very when coffee is toxic. Bite your tongue, you cruel man. Sorry, but technically, when you drink too many coffee, you could actually die of a heart attack. But good evening, Dunkelzan. Sorry, man. Sorry, Blue. But yeah, I always learned that caffeine is actually not very good for your uh for the heart itself, and well, it can lead to severe problems if used too much. Of course, coffee is not that much, but if you drink too much coffee, then yes, it is too much. But I think you need to drink like 150 or 140 cups of coffee before. Yes, 140 Wait, hold on. Which one is it? I know where I can find that. I know where I can find that answer. It's actually in one of my books. But which one was it? The body, I believe, then, right? The body. Yes, the body. But yeah, good evening, Dunkelzan. But yeah, well, I always believed that caffeine was like, a toxic thing that would be there, but I don't know if it is toxic. I can actually look it up. Well, technically, when you drink too much water, you can also die. Yeah, everything is toxic in high amounts. Yes, indeed. See, I was not wrong, but let's see. Caffeine. Let's see. Alright, hold your horses. Caffeine. Alright, there you go. Find the word here. Let's see. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant of the mentholin class. So it's a stimulant. So it's a psychoactive drug. Yes. So technically, because it's a stimulant, your body can actually work with it. So technically, because it's a stimulant drug, it can actually, you need higher and higher amounts to work because it's a stimulant, and after a certain time, your brain is like, oh, you again, instead of like, oh, hi, hello there, and your body gets adapted to the cause of using it. Therefore, your nervous system doesn't pick it up anymore. It's like, oh no, you, and then doesn't react to it. I believe that stimulants can, the stimulants wears off after too much use or too, adaptability or something like that. But still, this is a drug. I didn't know that caffeine was a drug. I knew that it was something, but Apparently it's a stimulant drug. So technically you could use it as a drug. It's like, I'm gonna smuggle coffee into the world, into an airport. Well, technically it's a drug, so it is illegal. No, that would make no sense, though. Why should coffee be illegal? It's a drug. It's considered a drug. The caffeine is considered a drug, though. So pure caffeine would be illegal, but coffee would not because it's in small amounts. Yes, I believe that that's the way. That's quite funny, actually. That's actually quite funny that that is indeed, you know, how things work. Oh, whoop, don't mind me if I... Come on, drag it. Oh, I drink 2 cups of coffee at most, usually 1 cup. Well, that's enough. That's actually enough. That's decent amount. That's a decent amount. Not every drug is illegal. Narcotics are illegal. Ah, okay. Cool. But then that means that, you know, drinking only one cup of coffee, well, 2 cups of coffee, that's not a lot. That's actually doable. That's not a lot. That's actually way less than normal people would, I believe. I believe even my mother is drinking like 3 or something, 3 or 4 each day. So yeah, that's decent amount. That's actually a healthy amount of coffee you could drink. That's actually nice. Yeah, narcotics are illegal, yes, because they can put people to sleep. That is, I think, very logical. Of like, yeah, you don't want to cause any, well, stuff happening. Because I know that narcotics were like, you know, the things that put the people to sleep because, you know, narcotics, narcosis. Narcose means is a narcose. I don't know if you ever heard that word, but that's when you put people to sleep for the operation table in my country. And well, I always get if I am under narcotics when I'm going under an operation table. I had it once for my ear because my drum, the little hide that is in front of the little drum hide that's in front of the snail house that actually, you know, vibrates to produce the waves for the snail house to detect, you know, was broken. And because it was broken, or well, you know, ripped apart, they actually had to repair it. And holy hell, trust me, if you get that thing ripped apart, it will hurt like hell. I never felt so much pain in my life. Why? Because apparently it also causes my balance organ to malfunction, so I could not even stand up straight sometimes. And I did not even notice that, you know, that my thing was gone. So when I went swimming, I went downstream and instantly I felt dizzy. And then, you know, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Apparently that's very highly dangerous. Don't ever, you know, never try to get that thing accidentally kaput, because holy shit, that hurts like a pain. That hurts like a truck. That little piece of, you know, hide that is in your ear, that the nerve systems go overloaded when you are going down in the water. And it was even filthy water either. So oof. I try luck. I try a lot. I try. I had a bit of caffeine dependency when I was a bar mitzvah, but I tried to deal it back then since. Ah, nice. I always drink water and milk. I'm a milk fanatic. I'm a guy who always is like, what are you, a milk drinker? Yeah, technically I am. I am the most famous man known for milk. If you ever ask somebody what I drink for breakfast, it's gonna be either milk or multivitamins. Of course, multivitamins are full of sugar, but you get the point. It's very funny, you know, for me to see like, what are you gonna do with those sugars? Well, not much. Technically, I cannot dissolve. I can actually dissolve sugar quite easily. I don't produce fat, so I don't produce the. I don't transfer the carbohydrates into fat molecules. So I instantly waste it. I instantly waste them to get them into the process of burning them into energy. So I never ever absorb. And if I ever see sugar, you know, I don't get that fast into being fat because of all the bloody damn burning that's happening in my stomach and in my arms or intestines. I have like a very fast fast removal production when it comes to food. Problem is, I'm always hungry because of it, and I really hate it because it's like, oh, you just eat 1 hour later, boom, instantly I'm hungry. It's one of those things that you don't want to have happening, but you know, it happens. Alright, cool. Now we can look at that. Boom, put this back in. Boom, there you go. Awesome, that looks great. Alright, now we're gonna go back to getting the rest fixed. So, now we need to get actually that feather. What the? Where did I? Where? What? Hmm. Something went wrong here. Definitely something went wrong here. Alright, all the horses. Alright, cool. Have that done, have that done. So what is this all about? That's a lot of stuff, but it's doable. This actually needs to be on top then, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't be on top. It doesn't need to be on top, right? No, it doesn't. Alright, cool. So, we're gonna work on this then, because this is what... Oh. So we have these. Where are the crystals then? Where did I put the crystals? 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 I put them somewhere and I don't know where. I hide them. Ah, there they are. Alright, so we have the crystals that are underneath that, but they're not supposed to be underneath this. So crystals need to be on top of things. Interesting. So they need to be... What is this? Alright. Go upwards. Go upwards. Go downwards out of the map. Alright, cool. Upwards, 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 upwards. There you go. This is where it needs to be. So now we're gonna put the hair into a group so that we can then, you know, move if the hair needs to be moved, whatever. So now I need to find out what kind of hair we want. Of course, this is still a thing. I need to fix this. That's true. I need to fix this on quality because the texture there is sucking. Let's see. So we want... What do we want on this? How do we want this to be? I believe if we are gonna go for something like... Of course we're gonna use the same color system, yes. But we want to implement new color to it as well. What if we're going for something like... What if we're going for something like this? Combine this and then put it on the hair part because it's the hair. So if we add that to the selection, so we have like, you know, this kind of hair. Hold on. So if we have this kind of hair to the, you know, this kind of hair and then, you know, highlight it up. Is that a valid thing to do? Is it valid? Let's see. If we light this up, that would be fucking amazing. True. Also, apparently this is... Alright, cool. That's awesome. So yeah, if we light this up, so if we use this kind of color, now we need to use a little bit more darker. We need a little bit more brown-ish. Like this? Do we need like this kind of a brown? No, that's too orange. We need brown. So like this then. That's too gray. Alright, well then we're picking up brown. Grant me brown, and then, you know, gonna go to lighter. So right here then. A little bit less. This kind of brown. Yes, that's a good brown. That's a good brown. Let's up the size so that we can color this in again. Awesome. Of course, you know, we don't need... Of course, we're gonna remove this part over here because we don't want to deal with these things. Alright. So that's the kind of brown. I had a bit of caffeine. I'm jealous. I have to stay really active to not gain weight, even if I barely eat. Oof. Yeah. The main problem I always face when I have this kind of problem, you know, with all the weight stuff. The main problem I always face is like, I wish I would not, you know, require to be hungry every single day of every single week, because it gets really annoying when you want to, you know, when you want to be like, well, where's the bread gone? Why is the bread gone? It's like, I don't know, but I was quite hungry there. My mother always complains that, you know, I eat too much bread, and I'm like, yeah, I really need to, you know, try to eat all the bread. And, well, you know, it's a thing that I cannot resist. Bread is like my favorite kind of dish to eat. Especially when it comes to these things. So, yeah. I'm trying to, you know, well, I'm trying always to make sure that I don't, you know, how do you say that? Words. I would only say one thing. Because I'm having like, you know, this energy supply of doom, and I'm really fast with energy supplying. And whenever I eat, I'm like instantly, I actually can feel sugar entering my body if I eat something like candy. It's like, oh my god, sugar, and then be like, boom, instantly hyperactive. The the main problem I always face when I have like that kind of a approach to it, it's like, well, looks like I cannot sleep tonight. I need to wait for like 1 o'clock to get some sleep because I'm way too hyper right now. And well, you know, the main problem was actually that all of this was caused because of all of this was actually caused the high metabolism, the high amount of not the high amount of fast consumption and fast production of energy was all caused because of medicines I had as a child, which actually caused me to grow a bigger Adam's apple. Yeah, there you go. So because I have a big Adam's apple, it actually increases the metabolism of the body because it produces these enzymes that actually causes the effect to take place. So that's why I'm like always like, damn me, why do I have this? It's annoying. And yeah, so the Adam's apple is actually quite large. It's like like a big giant chunk. So yeah, it happens. And doesn't happen. It doesn't help when you're like long and slim, and you see like this big giant bubbly throat. It's like, what the hell? That doesn't help at all. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. How long have I already been doing this? What the? Almost 50 minutes. I'm just. Are you fuck? Damn you! Damn you! Damn you! Having fun time! Damn you! I totally did not notice that it was already time. So, almost time is like, what the hell did I smoke that I was that I took so much time? Anyway. This is actually quite nice to do, like, and then be like, so yeah, apparently, the time is already almost up. I had too much fun here. I personally admit it. I had too much fun, and I'm so sorry. But fun is apparently illegal. You can't have fun while drawing. Well, apparently you can, but it's a different thing. And one more. Nice. All right. Awesome. That's gonna be looking great once I finish that up. Also, it is nice to look the transition between the colors, like boom, ooh, ah. So maybe I will change this tint up a little bit more darker, and then you get the things. No worries, no worries. I don't mind getting distracted. It is a thing that happens from day to day. Anyway, I'm gonna be saving it right here. Now look at that, boom. We of course this is not finished. No, not by a long shot, but it looks pretty well already. Anyway, let me just get this straight. Anyway, thanks all for watching for today, and I hope you all had a lovely day. And thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, I wish you all a lovely day. Bye.